beautiful purple trees and red trees and all my colors in my yard. I'm very excited about it. We've been working really hard on getting our plants to come back. We just bought this house and the previous owner didn't water the trees very well, and you can see the pomegranate trees coming in really well. We don't know if that's a plum or a peach tree, but it looks like peaches, but they're green, looks like apples. So we're thinking plums. And then of course our fig tree way over there, and then another pomegranate tree, but they're all fruiting and they look amazing. So excited about those. And then here is my garden. I just got done mulching everything this morning, so we'll go through everything. My spinach, yes, it's the middle of summer here in Vegas. It's, well, actually the beginning of summer. The birds did get a hold of some of my spinach, so I went ahead and covered it up to keep them safe. They grew all winter long. They did great. I was able to get 3 harvests out of them. I went ahead and replanted, and they are coming in beautifully with the exception of the damn birds. But I'm learning. I didn't realize birds like spinach. And then, of course, I have green peppers, red peppers, and all that growing right here. Birds don't want those. They're doing great. And then, of course, I transplanted originally 14 different tomato plants, but I only have about 10 left. And I just installed all these trellises because apparently they grow anywhere from 4 to 10 feet. I don't think I'll get 4 to 10 feet here in Vegas, maybe 4, but the heat and the summer here will kill the tomatoes, direct sun, even though they love sun, but they don't like over 90 degrees. So I'm learning all these wonderful little tips and tricks. So I mulched them yesterday with some cedar chips, or not cedar, some kind of chips, I don't remember. And I put some bone meal in there and some tomato food. So hopefully they're going to do great. And then over there is my asparagus. I hear asparagus will grow for 20 years and continue to produce crops. So I hope I am able to be successful in that. We'll see. I transplanted them there. I don't know if I should have or not, but we'll figure it out. And then again, over the winter, my carrots did okay. But out of all these carrots, I only was able to get maybe, I don't know, 10 carrots. I ended up throwing most of them in the trash in my composter because they just didn't do so well. So anyway, so my carrots look like they're doing good. I don't know how well they'll do in the summer here. We'll figure that out. And then look at how beautiful my zucchini are doing. They are doing wonderful. So this morning I gave them a little bone meal and I went ahead and put some mulch down only because we're going to be gone for a little while and I don't want them to die of dehydration or not getting enough water. So the water, hopefully when it gets wet, the soil will help, the mulch will help retain the moisture. And then again, here's one of my cute little tomatoes. He's doing pretty good. He's looking a little saggy this morning. I might keep an eye on him, making sure he's getting enough water. And then my onions were being attacked by weeds. So I went ahead and took out the weeds and went ahead and added a little bone meal this morning, some fresh soil around the base. And then I added the pine wood chippings to help with the moisture, and maybe hopefully they'll start to grow. I think the biggest onion I found was a little tiny onion this morning, but I didn't mean to pull it out because I was trying to weed everything, and unfortunately they're very tiny still, and they've been in the ground since April, so I would think they'd be a little bigger by now. We'll see. And then of course my watermelon this morning, I came out and they are flowering all over the place. So excited about that. Very pretty. I wasn't sure if these were summer squash or watermelon. They could be still summer squash. I'm not sure because I planted them right next to each other, but I think I messed up and might have mixed the seeds. So I think that one definitely is a watermelon. And then the rest are summer squash, as you can see. But they're doing really good. And then right there is another tomato plant. I made a bunch of trellises for the tomato plants. Wasn't really sure how to do it. And then yesterday at Lowe's, I discovered that they had trellises. So I was like, no way. So I bought a bunch of them. Here's one of my homemade trellises. We'll see if it lasts. It's made out of bamboo. And then some of the plastic ones I bought. And that's another homemade one there. But I did pretty good. And then these are all my broccoli. Doing really good. And then unfortunately, as you can see, some small little sprouting right here. My dumb butt didn't realize this side of the house, I'll show you from here, in the summertime, beginning of summer, April, March, it doesn't get a lot of sun. It's totally cold over here. So it was like a microclimate. And this microclimate specifically in this area was all very cold and shaded. And there was mushrooms growing all along the edges. So I got rid of all the mushrooms. I laid down new sod and then new soil. And then I planted a bunch of salsa vegetables, jalapenos and cilantro and a bunch of stuff. Well, nothing ever germinated because it was too cold over here. So I figured they died. I didn't know what happened. So again, I started to plant. I laid down new soil and then transplanted a bunch of broccoli over here. And then look at what started growing all of a sudden out of the weirdness. Just all these little, looks to me like jalapeno plants, maybe chili peppers. There's a bunch of them just kind of scattered in there. So hopefully my broccoli won't taste spicy and my tomato plants won't taste spicy either. So anyway, there's 3 tomatoes over here. This guy was dying on me. He was over there in the corner and I moved him all the way over here, and he seems to be doing a lot better over here. Even though he looks a little crispy, he's getting better. So that's my garden. I'll show you a full angle of it, and it goes all the way out. My husband installed a cute little fence for me. And I'm hoping that if I mulched all the plants, it doesn't hurt them. We will see. Trial and error. I should call myself the trial and error gardener. Even though I watch a lot of videos and I listen to a lot of you guys who are out there fighting the fight on gardening. But unfortunately, I have to learn trial and error because I cannot remember anything. So anyways, good luck in your gardening. It's the end of May, the last day, or actually, I'm sorry, May 21st today. So we'll see what I have in a few weeks from now, and I'll film again.